Hello guys, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about expert judgment. Friends, let me tell you that expert judgment is a tool or technique for planning. Whenever is a project manager has to do the planning or do the project planning, so in this case he can use the expert judgment. So let's start our tutorial in detail. What is basically expert judgment? Friends, expert judgment is a term that refers specifically to a technique in which judgment is made based upon a specific set of criteria and expertise that has been acquired in a specific knowledge area or product area, a particular discipline and industry, etc. Friend, this was a definition. Let me try to explain this topic. Friends, just imagine that you are a project manager and PMP certified person, and you have to do a project for a mobile app. You have to develop a mobile app. For example, you have to develop a mobile wallet. Okay, so you have to do, you are in a planning phase and you have to do lots of estimation. For example, the total estimation or timeline for a project and the total cost in which this type of project should be done. So one thing which you can do in this planning phase is expert judgment. Expert judgment means that you can take advice, or you can take judgment for any other from any other project manager who has done these types of projects in past. Okay, so you can discuss and get estimation of timeline or cost from this project manager. This can be called as a expert judgment. Similarly, you can talk to a person in your team or technical lead who has done these types of projects in past, so you can get estimates or you can get idea from him as well. Similarly, you can also do something like you can get an idea from any third party, or which he can take some fee or charges, so that how much cost this project will be required and how much the timeline would be required, or which type of complexity will be occurred in this type of project. So friends, just let me explain to you that expert judgment means that any specific field persons, like any financial or costing person who is expert in costing, he can give you an idea or about advice about the cost which is required in this project. Any project manager who is expert in timelines, so he can give you idea that this type of project, how much time would be required for this type of project. So this is called the expert judgment. The expert judgment means taking an advice from an expert. Expert means who is expert, he has technical, he is expert in some sort of any specific area, any functional area. Like he is expert in technical, he is expert in finance, he is expert in costing, he is expert in budgeting. So getting an advice, getting a judgment from any expert in terms of timelines, in terms of cost, that you can talk with any project manager that how much time would be required to this type of project. This judgment would be very useful for you, because it is an easy way to get an advice from judgment from expert and use this advice in your project, in project planning phase. So expert judgment is a tool or a technique in which a project manager used in a planning phase for estimation, of timeline, for estimation of cost, for estimation of required resources, etc. So this is called the expert judgment. So I have given you an example of a mobile app development as well. So remember one thing, you can take advice, you can take judgment from within the team or outside the team as well. Similarly, you can this judgment can be based on a fee, like if you are getting advice from a third party, so it can be charged, and person can be charged to you, or similarly it cannot be charged, or it can be free of cost. So guys, thanks a lot for your time. I have tried to explain this topic of expert judgment. If you have any query related to expert judgment, please feel free to ask from me. This is the topic of PMP, of PMBOK. Like whenever a person is studying a PMBOK or a project management body of knowledge, or studying for a PMP exam, this is the topic of PMP or project management. Like it's a tool for planning or estimation of tasks. Basically this is called the expert judgment. So friend, that's all from my side, and thanks a lot for your time, and I would request to please subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell option so you could be notified whenever my new video came. So thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.